Hello, guys, and warm welcome, first of all. And I just want to say this is probably one of the best decisions that you have made. Okay, trading is simple. Uh, it's just that people tend to overcomplicate it. So, yeah. So welcome, and this is the first lesson that I'm gonna be taking you through. Don't mind what I am doing. Just let me just remove all of this, and this is the introduction lesson to trading view. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with what trading view is, this is just a charting software. Kwa kifupi ni is just a software that helps us to chart, kuchora chora hizo vitu. You may have probably seen let me just show you using my template, my trading view. All of these, you see these drawings that are all of these drawings, and I hope you can see them because I'm recording using a totally different but I hope it's actually visible. So these drawings that you can see, if they are not visible, I will attach all of these drawings. This has been enabled, or this is possible with the trading view. If you're familiar or if you have been in the trading space before, you very well know that this is not the only charting software that we have. We have so many, like MetaTrader is another charting software. MetaTrader, there is the DFX, there is the I think it's called C Trader. So there are so many charting software and even websites. All right. So it's not only limited to trading view. Okay, like it's not the only charting software that is out there. But if I am to compare TradingView with so many other charting software, I'll definitely go with TradingView. Why? Because it's very simple. It's very simple, very customizable, very flexible, and that is why I prefer this. So again, welcome. I just want to take you over what TradingView is, some basic settings that I normally like, and I would prefer that you copy these settings as they are. Okay, whatever I'm gonna do here, I suggest you do that because assuming you have a chart like this, and I, as your instructor, have a totally different chart like this. You see, it may be confusing to some of you, and that is why I'd love for us to move, okay, to move together to make sure that we are all in the same page. All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. So when you're signing, and I'm actually using the web browser. uh, TradingView offers that option where you don't even need to download the software. You can just use your web browser. If you don't want to download, if you don't want to to install a bunch of stuff, maybe your computer is that slow, you can just choose to use the web browser. So once you open your web browser, once you open your app, this is what you're gonna be greeted with. Okay, this is what you're gonna be greeted with. Very simple. As you can see, we have a bunch of red and green candles. These are called candles, but more of that we will get into it a bit later. So there are four main sections that I want you to look at. Just a minute. So I was saying, like, we have four main sections that I want you to pay attention to, or that this is the interface. So we have the first section, which is this top bar. We have the second section, which is on your, is it? Yeah, on your right side. And we have the tools section, which is on your far right side. And we also have this bottom section. In this bottom section, you really don't need to pay so much attention to it. So what I just want you to pay attention to is this side, and maybe the top side. Okay. So once you open your chart, the first thing, if you're like me, I love working with dark things, and the reason for that, it's just brings out the contrast. You can be able to see your chart better. Okay, you can be able to see the charts better, and visually looking at a black thing, or these candles, these red and green candles against the black backdrop, it makes things a little bit visible. Okay, but I'm not saying that even with the white template, I'm not saying that it's not visible, but it's just something to do with the aesthetics. So you can change that depending on what you like. I prefer the black. So that is where you go to. You go, you click on where you see the icon, and depending on your name, it could be D, it could be A, depending on your email. You just click there and just go to dark theme. All right. So let's start with the top side. So here you can see on these, after the your name or your email, after that icon, what you're greeted with, or what you see next to it, is the pair that you're trading. All right. And in this case, we have all these different pairs. This is where you come to search for the pair that you want to look at. So for instance, let's say I want to look at GBP USD. This is where I'll come and change that. Let's say I want to trade all of those different symbols. You will find them there. And we have so many assets that you can trade. This is a tab that shows everything that TradingView has to offer. We have the stocks, we have the funds, we have the futures, we have Forex, we have crypto indices, and all of that. Take your time with it. Go there, look at all those different things, or assets that TradingView has to offer. So once you're done with that, I'll ask you to kindly ignore this. But this is just if you want to compare two different assets. So let's say I want to compare GBP USD with Euro USD. This is where you come and choose that. All right. So this is the chart that you see, the red line. That's a chart for Euro USD, and the one with the candles, that is the GBP USD. All right. But that is more of an advanced stuff. So after that, we have the window. Let me just call it the window, or the tab, for where you can choose your time frames. All right. And I would highly recommend, if you want to add a time frame as your favorite, just click on the far right. There is a star that appears. Just click on it, and for now, just choose 1 day, 4 hours, and 15 minutes, and 1 week. So once you add it to your favorite, it will appear right there on top. So that is the window, or that is the space where you can choose the different time frames, and you can toggle in between the different time frames. So for instance, if I want to view the weekly chart of GBP USD, that is how I do it. If I want to choose the 4 hourly chart for GBP USD, I just come there and click it. If I want to choose 15 minutes, that is exactly what I do. All right, you just click on it. So if you want to add all these other time frames, you can do it. If you want to add the 1 hour, if you want to add the monthly, if you want to add the 2 hours, if you want to add the 3 hours, it all just depends on you. But I would for the sake of if you want to follow what I do, just choose these three time frames. Sorry, these four time frames. We have the weekly, we have the daily, we have the 4 hours, and the 15 minutes. All right. So after that, we have the column or the window where you can choose the different chart types. So we have the bars. I will recommend that you add the candles. Is your favorite, and that is it. All of these others, I think most of them you have to pay. So just let it remain like that. Only the candles. So after that, we have the indicators tab. This is where you choose all the different indicators. And since we are using the free version of TradingView, we are only limited to 2 indicators only per chart. You cannot add three. You cannot add. You cannot add four. You cannot add more than two. So and again, if you like an indicator, and if you want to be using, or you'll be using it often, you can just come there and add it to your favorite. All right. So I'm just gonna add those three so that for demonstration purposes. So when I want to add an indicator that I've already included it as my favorite. So this is rather than just coming there, you can just click on this drop down arrow and just choose your indicator. Once you choose it, it will appear on your chart. So this is the other one. So we have the two indicators, the ADL and the accumulation and whatever. All right, that is how you add an indicator to your favorite. I'm just gonna remove that because although yes, we do use indicators, my strategy does use indicators. It's not that often. All right. So ignore these indicator template. Just ignore this. Ignore the alerts, and ignore the replay. Ignore all of this. This is just the undo button. So let's say you've added something that you didn't want to add, or you've removed something that you didn't want to remove. You can just undo that. So on the top right corner, what do we have? We have this is the layout section. So assuming I want more than two layouts, this is where I come and choose it. But since we are using the free version, we are only limited to this layout alone. We cannot add two, we cannot add three, we cannot add all of this. We cannot do that. And then of course again, it's really not that necessary. It's really not that necessary. So if you want to you can just ignore that. Okay. This is the quick search. This is the settings bar, uh, or the settings tool, and this is the full screen mode. And this is if you want to save a picture, if you want to take a snapshot, that is where you do it. All right. So and that summarizes what we have on the top. So on the far right, we have these kind of looks like a page of a book. So once you download it, it will definitely not look like this. It will have some indices, it will have some stock, the different categories will have stock, will have indices, will have futures, and all of that. So if you want to delete that, if you want to have what I have, you can just go. So assuming this is an indices tab, you can just delete that, delete every symbol that is on there, and you can just remain with the Forex instruments, okay, or assets. So if you want to add an asset as your favorite, if you want to be seeing it like we have here, because of course you will not once you download TradingView, you will not have all of these assets. If you want to add them as your favorite, you just come and click there. You see where there's a plus symbol, just click on it, and then just come and add. You just click on add to watch list like that, and it will automatically be added. If I want to add GBP card, you just click on that and it will automatically be added. The one thing that I do want to mention is that you can see that you have the symbol, the the full name of that symbol, Euro USD, and then we have these, which is FXEM. This is the broker. Um, this is the broker and the symbol. We have another broker called Oanda. We have another broker called Forex.com. All of these are different brokers. I would suggest that if you're going to use symbols or instruments from Oanda, just to use one broker. Do not try to mix them, because the price delivery, although there's not so much difference between them, but sometimes there tends to be some differences in the way that they deliver the price. So, but more of that we'll cover later. So if you're gonna choose to view instrument from one broker, just choose that broker. So for instance, if I want to choose um, instruments or charts from FXEM, I want to see the Euro USD, all of these, whatever you choose, just make sure that it is from FXEM. If it is Oanda, which I use, just make sure that you're using Oanda. Okay, so that is how you add a symbol to your favorite. Um, Ignore this because that is pretty advanced stuff, and we'll get into it a bit later. So once you do that, then the next part or the next window is this, which is directly below your instruments. And this basically, and you can actually adjust it the way you want, right? You can just adjust it the way you want. So this basically gives us a snapshot of what GBP USD, or it just gives us a kind of more details about GBP USD, where you come and this is, by the way, this is the analysis done by Tradingview. All right, Tradingview, what they recommend depending or according to the what technical indicators that they are using. So the technical side of it, like you can see here, it tells us to buy. All right, and of course this is just a different comparison between different instruments that are inversely correlated with AUD USD. So when you click Euro USD, you will get the advanced view for Euro USD, just a snapshot. Gives you the performance. How has it been performing within the last 1 week? How has it been performing within the last 1 month? How has it been performing within the last 3 months, and so on and so forth? And also you can see we have the news coming in, and of course you can click that to see some more. All right, if you want to go back, just click there. Okay, and that is it. So if you want to see some more seasonal news, or seasonal what is it called, seasonal data, that is where you click on it. But more of that, we will be discussing that. So this is just an overview. If you want to see any advanced or any detail, because this is just a summary, if you want to see more details about a pair, just click on that and you will see all of those details. Okay, so I told you to just ignore that part, ignore this part, ignore the bottom section, and we'll just go to the tools section. This is where we have all the tools that you're gonna need for your charting work. All right. So I think I'll just have to do a part two of this. We'll just have to do a part two of this because we are only limited to 20 minutes. So I'll see you in a bit.